Shalom, first and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, and worship unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations unto Achim, uphold the testimony of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, in truth, all right, and, pardon me, and in sincerity. The Mercies of David. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 3. Incline your ear and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. All right, so the everlasting covenant is the sure mercies of David. And the mercies of David are, or may I say, is the everlasting covenant. All right, now one may ask, what are the sure mercies of David? Well, let's go into detail. And remember, David also is a representative of the elect of the nation of Israel, of the nation of Israel. He's the king of the nation of Israel. So when you hear David, it also speaks oftentimes about the actual nation. Just like when you read about Jacob in the Bible, Jacob is a representative of the Israelites because he's the progenitor of the Israelites. All right? I mean, you can almost say the sure mercies of Jacob. Those who understand, they get it. And they rejoice when they consider. But this is 2 Samuel chapter 7 and verse 8. Pardon me. You know how it works. As soon as you start doing a lesson, you start becoming a yarn demon. Every fucking time, man. Goodness sake. And this, I'm not the only brother that happens to. I know that happened to multiple brothers. Anyway, this is 2 Samuel chapter 7 and verse 8. It says, verse 8 through 23. So it says, now therefore, so shalt thou say unto my servant David, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote, from following the sheep, to be a ruler over my people, over Israel. So who are the Lord's people? The Israelites. Verse 9, it says, and I was with thee whithersoever thou wentest, and have cut off all thine enemies out of thy sight, and have made thee a great name, like unto the name of the great man that are in the earth. Yeah, look, it's 3,000 years later, and we still talking about David. That's a really great name. All of the Abrahamic religion, billions of people reverence David as a saint. Even though a lot of people, like the heathens, they don't respect David. And even a lot of these Israelites don't respect David. But the Islamic faith, the Judaism, Christianity, all reverence David. That's billions of people. Even the Edomites. He's like, oh, what you mean Edomites? Because guess what? The Edomites are Christians, they Muslims, and they Jews. When I say they Jews, they like the small hats. And the small hats, they reverence David. Even though David was fighting against them in the ancient world. So he has a great name. Verse 10, it says, moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel. When he says my people Israel, that's not talking about the small hats. That's talking about the ethnic Israelite. That's not talking about no goddamn Khazars. Because that's what the small hats are, the Khazars. This is talking about the ethnic Israelites, which you know today is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And then you got the Israelites over there in Iran and fucking in Egypt. But what about me? Yeah, you too. because you got Israelites scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. It says, but the Lord's not dealing with all you Israelites. He's not dealing with all the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. He's not dealing with you evil as Israelites overseas. He's only dealing with the elect. And the elect, some of the elect are overseas, some of the elect are in America. Most of the elect are in America, actually, but he's only dealing with the elect of the nation of Israel. He's not dealing with the whole nation. Verse 10, moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel and will plant them. Firstly, he's actually going to plant the elect. Okay, he's going to plant the elect of the nation of Israel, not all of the nation of Israel. All right, he's going to plant the elect. He's going to put us back into our homeland. And all the rest of the nation is going to be born back in reincarnation because they're going to be the children and they're going to be the grandchildren of the elect. The great-grandchildren, great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren, so on and so forth, things of that nature. All right. Let's see here. It says that they may dwell in a place of their own, which is talking about the land of Sham. That's what the Arabs, they'll call it, in Arabic, they say the land of Sham. That's when they talk about the Levant. But what the Arabs don't know is, they don't even know where the hell Sham come from. They just use these words, they don't even know what they mean. Just like they call themselves Arabs, they don't even know what Arab mean. All right? These are Hebrew words. Sham comes from the Hebrew character Shem. Well, we call it in English Shem, but in the Hebrew is Sham. All right, which he was a progenitor of the Shemitic nations. All right, so the Assyrians, the Elamites, which are the Iranians and the East Indians, the Edomites, which are the so-called white race, and the Turks, and the Israelites, which are the black, Spanish, Native Indians, the Moabites, which are the Chinese, the Ammonites, which are the Japanese. All right, Shem is the forefather of all these nations. That's what. But in the ancient world that we lived, also I forgot to mention the nation of Ashur. Ashur is Assyrians, but Aram, the nation of Aram. All these are Semites. The small hats say, "Oh, you're anti." No, nigga. All those nations are Shemites. You guys are assholes. How you gonna be the only people that's the Shemites? And they don't even say Shemite. They say Sem, which it actually goes back to Shem. The Arabs and the Iranians are also Shemites. Stop being assholes. But anyway, you gotta have fun with this. But that is the truth. But in all actuality, the top nation of Shem are the Israelites, not you heathens. But point being, I gotta bring it full circle. The land of Sham, which is what we call in English the Levant, or some people call the Middle East. All right, that is the Holy Land. All of that land, not just that small patch of land they're talking about is Israel. It's all of the Levant, all of the land of Sham, which that's Iraq, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, the land of Israel that you call Israel. All right, Turkey. All right, Saudi Arabia, which really is going into without those first nations, but Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen. That's not the Levant, but that's also really in actuality we're gonna rule the whole earth. But the Levant is the land of Sham is talking about more so specifically. It's talking about Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, Yardan in the Hebrew, that's what it's talking about. All right. Let's see here. It's also talking about Egypt too, because the scripture speaks about the promised land being from the river Egypt to the river Euphrates. So it's also including Egypt. What's west of pardon me, what's east of the Nile River, or the river of Ethiopia, which is the Nile River, or the river of Egypt. That's the what you call the Holy Land. All right. So the Holy Land is a little bit more than just the Levant, but the majority of the Holy Land is the Levant. Sorry, I'm trying not to be confusing. When you read in Genesis, it speaks about the river of Egypt to the river Euphrates. That's all that landmass between there, for you to understand, is what we consider the citadel. Now we're gonna rule all the other land masses, but that's the citadel. That's the gates. Let's see here. It says, let's continue to read. It says that they may dwell, continuation verse 10, that they may dwell in a place of their own and move no more. Right. So we're not going to go on cargo slave ships no more. We're not going to be pushed out by the Babylonians and the Edomites and all those other heathens that destroyed us. Let's see here. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them anymore. Right. The heathens are not going to afflict us. The Edomites, they're not going to afflict us. We're not going into chattel slavery. They're not about to put crack in our neighborhood. They're not going to even be able to be in our neighborhood. They going into slavery. Well, why we got going? Well, why you put crack in our neighborhood? Why you put us in transatlantic slave trade? Like, come on, bro. You got to be. Let's be honest. Like, let's keep it real. Of course, you're going into slavery. What you thought? Then we go to Isaiah the 14th chapter, verse 1 and 2. It tells you you're going to slavery. Revelation 13th chapter, verse 9. It tells you you're going to slavery. Verse 9 and 10. It tells you right there you're going to slavery. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. What? Why are we? There's nothing to debate about. You're just being emotional, bro. They're just being emotional. Anyway, let me get through this scripture. It says, y'all not going to afflict us anymore. Verse 11, it says, and as since the time that I commanded judges to be over my people, Israel. So who are the Lord's people? Oh, no, it's not. It just said Israel. All right. It says, and have caused thee to rest from all thine enemies. Also, Yahweh telleth thee that he will make thee an house. What house? That house talking about the temple that Solomon built? Yeah, you can apply that. But so you talking about the Davidic dynasty? Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's what it's talking about. Ultimately, it's going into the elect. It's going into the house of David that's written in the book of Amos. I'm going to get that actually next. Let me keep reading and finish this. It says, I will establish thee a house, which is talking about the dynasty of David, but it's also talking about the elect of the nation of Israel, which are a representative of the dynasty of David. Verse 12, it says, and when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee. That's seed talking about his dynasty. It's talking about Solomon. What is this? It's talking about Solomon? Yeah, it's talking about Solomon. But guess who else is talking about? It's talking about Yahweh Shai. How is that talking about Yahweh Shai? Well, first of all, he comes from the house of David, the seed of David, according to the flesh. It tells you that in the book of Romans. Second of all, we're about to continue to show you. It says, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. That's talking about, who is that talking about? Yes, talking about Solomon and Yahweh Shai. How? Because Solomon is Yahweh Shai in reincarnation. What? Yes. Verse 13, he shall build an house for my name. Who did that? Solomon did? Yeah, you're right. It says, and I will establish his throne and his kingdom forever. Oh, wait, did Solomon's throne get established forever? No, it did not. That's talking about Yahweh Shai. It's talking about the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Verse 14, and I will be his father. Who is that talking about? Is that talking about the Son of God? Yes, it's talking about the Son of God. Yahushua, he said, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Who was that talking about? It's talking about who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is Yahushua Mashiach. Verse 14, I will be his father. And then here the goddamn infidel Muslims come. Oh, well, the Quran? Well, yeah, I know. I get it. Yo, illiterate ass. But I thought you believed in the prophets. What does it say in Samuel? It says, this is what they'll say. Verily, verily, he taketh not himself a son. That's what that bullshit Quran say. It's blasphemy. It's what the prophet Samuel say. Y'all don't even know who the prophet Samuel is, do you? Talking about you Muslims. No, you don't. You don't even know who he is, but you talk about you believe in prophets. This is why we don't believe anything you say. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. Wait, I thought he didn't take any sons. I thought who you call Allah, which his name is Yahweh, I thought he don't have sons. Yeah, exactly. You guys are liars. Yeah, but this claim, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And let's not start talking about prophecy, because y'all really don't know what the hell going on in prophecy. What's the MOTB? Yeah, now you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, do you? Exactly. So you just be quiet. See, you gotta read these people's mind. You already know what they thinking. You know? You ask a Muslim, what's the MOTB? What are you talking about? Hadith. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. You don't even know what the MOTB is. And that's one of the final prophecies. It says, and I will chastise. Shalakia. Verse 14, it says, I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of man, and with the stripes of the children of man. Did that happen to Solomon? Hadith, we don't know. Yeah, I know you don't know. No, that didn't happen to Solomon. Solomon did not get chastised with no damn rod of man. Nobody could put a finger on Solomon. That was talking about Yahushua when he was whipped before his crucifixion. He was chastised with the rod of man. They was beating him up before he got crucified. That's who that's talking about. Let's go to Amos. I'm sorry. Jay, get into it. I don't mean to hold people time no longer than it need to be. But this is Amos. Why I keep doing that? No, it's right. This is right chapter. No, because I wrote the wrong. It's Amos chapter 9. My bad. Amos chapter 9 and verse 11. It says, and that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. You go, other translations say, I'll raise up the dynasty of David. Who's that talking about? It's talking about the Israelites. It's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. It's not just talking about all Israelites, but you got these Israelites over in Syria bugging the fuck out, talking about Mahdi and Sunni and Shiite. They don't know what the fuck going on. You got Israelites in Egypt bugging out. You don't know what the fuck going on. You got Israelites in Ethiopia don't know what the hell going on, confused, worshiping idols. Then you got Israelites in America don't know what's going on, talking about they black and African American, and being demons, eating pork and pig intestines, being some complete demons. So no, he didn't raise them up. He's talking about the elect. Those guys are gonna die. It's like, damn, what you mean we're going? Yeah, I know. I hate to say it, but he only dealing with the elect. It's not my program, it's his. And ultimately, you guys were being demons, crucified the Messiah, you stoned the prophets, you do all type of madness. The prophets come and try to give you the gospel and the good news, and what you say, these dumbass niggas, they don't know what they're talking about. You say that right now in this carnation. Look at these, talking shit about the prophets. But then when you starving to death, now it's somebody else's fault. No, it's your fault. And then when they besiege the cities and then they cut the food off and your children starving to death and all type of disease, now you want to start pointing fingers. No, it's your fault. You rejected the prophets just like your ancestors, just like you did in the ancient world. You stiff-necked, hard-hearted, demonic Israelites. You wicked, evil Israelites. You always reject the prophets. What you say when Pontius when what you say when Pilate was like, hey, y'all take him back? They was like, no, crucify him, crucify him. They begged for the Messiah to be crucified. So, hey man, no, you're not. Yeah, you are gonna die. What they say? Let his blood be on our children. Okay, sure. Now y'all children right here. You are the children, but you came back in reincarnation. Now your ass is about to die. That's why your ass went in cargo slave ships. That's why we all went in cargo slave ships, because the iniquities of our forefathers. And you would think after 3 days and a half, what you mean 3 days and a half? Oh, go read Revelations, the 11th chapter. It'll tell you. Go listen to some breakdowns of GMS. They'll tell you. It's up to you to go make that next step. When the spirit of life came unto them, 1619, 1969. If you don't get it, just go do a little bit more research. You'll find it. But you would think after that we'll see the spirit of life only come into the elect, not all Israel. We keep saying this. All right, let's go ahead and finish this. It says, I told myself I'm gonna just get through these precepts real quick. Boom, it's gonna be like a 5 minutes, 10 minutes. No, the Lord wanted me to elaborate. He wanted me to speak. Verse 11, it says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. It's talking about right now, talking about through Abba Bivens. It says, and close up the breaches thereof, King Masha. Who's King Masha? Just do a little more research. You'll find out. It says, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. So, raising up the tabernacle of David, that's not talking about all nations coming together, holding hands, talking about some kumbaya, slapping each other on the back. No, tabernacle of David is an iron fist rulership with the heathens in subject underneath the Israelites. That's what go read about what David did. David wasn't, oh yeah, kumbaya with all the heathens. Yeah, the Philistines. Yeah, Goliath, Goliath, come give me a hug. Let me pat you on the back, Goliath. That's not what took place. Oh, yeah, the Philistines. Come on, let's hold hands with some fucking Philistines. No. The nations were trying to kill us. The Canaanites, filthy Canaanites trying to kill us. The Edomites trying to kill us. Right now, they're trying to kill us. Verse 12, it says that they may possess the remnant of Edom. What is this talking? Now we're talking about possessing Edomites. What is the Bible talking about? It says, and of all the heathen. Wait a minute, all the heathen? That's what David was doing. David had the heathens in the headlock. There wasn't no coalition. No, fuck that. David had Aleppo as a vassal state, which we call in the ancient world Aram Zoab, which could include all the provinces of Aleppo. David had the Edom, which is Jordan, in subjection. David had all that land. He had the Philistines, which was up in Lebanon. He had all that landmass in subjection. Okay? They were vassals all the way up into the land of Iraq. They were vassals unto David and to Solomon. You thought you heathens going to put us in slavery? We just supposed to wake up out of our darkness and start playing patty cake with you? No. The Messiah is about to return, and he's going to put you heathens into slavery. He ain't going to do it. Okay, we'll see. It says and all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh that doeth this. God is going to do this. This is not, the radical blacks. No, first of all, we're not black. How many times are we going to tell you stop calling us black? Stop being racist. We're not black. We're not Hispanic. We're not Native Indian. We're Israelites. Furthermore, it's not about skin color, because the Israelite can have light skin color too. I told you we don't judge, or we told you we don't judge based upon skin color. We're not like you. We're better than you. What they think they're superior to us. You the one. Yes, we do. First of all, the Bible said the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's in your Torah. That's in the Bible. That's Deuteronomy 7:6. Why you guys acting confused? Y'all thought y'all was better than us. Y'all made us, they 3/5 of a human being. We're going to put them in child slavery. We're going to do all this other stupid shit. Let's put the dumbass niggers, right? That's what you say. Y'all patting yourself on the back, reading your own press briefing like you better than us. No, you're not better than us. We better than you. Now what? Over here hyping yourself up with vanity and lies. Beating yourself on the chest. Yeah, we this, we that. You ain't none of that. Jack. Pardon me, Hanukkah just passed. I got a Hasmonean spirit on me. Woo! Which that's an extension of the Tabernacle of David, by the way. It says, let me finish this up. Verse 13, it says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel. He's going to take us out of slavery. It says, and they shall build away cities. And no, we're not going to build them ourselves. You heathens are going to build them while y'all in slavery. Just like we built the White House and these railroads and the highways and all this other stuff, the Capitol buildings, we built them. Israelites built them. Blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics built those buildings. Your high risers, we built those. So guess what? Y'all are going to build those for us. It says the way cities and inhabit them. Right, we're going to inhabit Lebanon. We're going to inhabit Syria. All these niggas over here fighting for Syria. They about to be destroyed by missiles. All these people are about to die. All these people in Iraq, most of them about to die. These people all in Jordan, they going to die. All these people about to die. Because they about to die in World War III. People in Turkey about to die. All these people about to die. That's why it's called, the Bible called it the waste cities. Egypt, all these damn people in the desert, they about to die. Saudi Arabia, all them motherfuckers about to die. Yemen, they about to they about to crash the fuck out in World War III. See, that's Ishmael for real. Those real Ishmaelites. Oman think they just gonna be on the coast kicking shit. Fucking Emiratis, they think they just about to keep goddamn doing their Dougie, having a good damn time. They about to die in World War III. And the Israelites are gonna inhabit the waste cities. What you talking? What the Bible say? What Amos say? I thought y'all believed in the prophets. No, you don't. Y'all are emotional. Tell you what, man. These guys they'll rather us lie to them. Just like a woman. You heathens are just like some women, man. Y'all want us to lie to you, huh? We're not gonna lie to you. We're not gonna be dishonest. We're gonna read what the prophets say. It says, and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof, and they shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Woo! Good God. Pomegranate, grape, all of that. Winning. Verse 15, and I will plant them upon their land. See, we're not going to do this on our own. We're not saying, look, heathens, we about to come. No, we're not about to do that. The Lord is about to destroy you. And the Lord is, I ain't gonna lie, according to Jeremiah 50:51, but he gonna give us power. But see, he gonna give us spiritual power. If I were to say we ain't gonna get spiritual power, then I'd be lying to you, heathens. And I'm not about to sit up here and lie to you. The Lord gonna give us spiritual powers to overcome your armies. Okay. But ultimately, we not patting ourselves on the back. We don't take no credit. It's the Lord. We don't take no credit for nothing. We are weak worms. We can't do nothing. Anything that we ever do is going to be because the Lord sanctioned and gave us the power. He split the Red Sea for us. You can't compete with him. And it's all fun and games till he started taking away the firstborn as Pharaoh. Verse 15, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith Yahweh thy God. All right, let's finish it up in Hebrews. Ooh, this is going to be a long lesson. I did not mean, just the Spirit. It was the Spirit of the Lord come upon us. What we're going to dance like David danced. What's that talking about? Prophesying. You read the book of Psalms, that was David prophesying. That's him. That's dancing like David. David had a nice two-step. David did the moonwalk. He was nice like that. But when you really dance like David, that's talking about prophesying. Christians don't get that. They just like singing. It's okay. It's all going to be over soon. Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8. For finding fault with them, finding fault with us. It was all our fault. We messed up. We take accountability. The Israelites. It says, he saith, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Talking about the Israelites. Verse 9. It says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers. Remember, this is going to the sure mercies of David. Not according to the Abrahamic, it is. It's connected, but not according to the Mosaic covenant that he made with Moses in Mount Sinai in our fathers. It's not according to that. It tells you right here, I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand and led them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant. It's our fault. We messed up. We sorry. And I regarded them not, saith Yahweh. He showed in it. Verse 10, it says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts. I mean, he's going to program us to be righteous. It's going to be second nature. We're going to be like AI is programmed to do certain things. He's going to program the Israelites to never sin and to always do the right thing and to not have hate in their heart, envy, not be vain, none of that. They're going to be we're going to be, oh, good God, we're going to be amazing. It says, and write them in their hearts. That's what's going to allow us to live forever. It says, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. All right. So, shalom.